Page 4. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. Sanje Joda Zoge Jonam Doi Chanju Bardo Dane Yapsuch Dage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ge Chola Benjir Sanje Dubare Shum Sanje Joda Zoge Jonam Doi Chanju Bardo Dane Yapsuch Dage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ge Chola Benjir Sanje Dubare Shum Sanje Joda Zoge Ane yazu shi dage jinso gebe sonam ge chola benjir sanje dubare shu. Om ye dharma he tu prabhavam he tum te sham nathagato yavatat te sham chayo nirodha. Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Svaha. Om Ye Dharma Etu Prabhavam Hetum Te Sham Dathagato Yavatat Te Sham Chayo Nirodha. Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Svaha. Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Te Sham Dathagato Yavatat Te Sham Chayo Nirodha. Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Svaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation of as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, we'll quickly continue from where we left this morning, the first session, about the four essentials. So what we're talking about was the object negation. When I say emptiness of the flower, we're negating something. That flower is empty of objective existence. And the next question is, what does it mean, the objective existence? Then people give different answers. And one of which is that the object existing as permanent. If that is the case, then we talked about object negation. When it goes wrong, there can be two ways it can go wrong. One is maximalist redundancy, and the other one is minimalist inadequacy. Maximalist redundancy meaning that you negate more than what is required. For example, let's say, okay, let's say that, what should I say? Okay. Okay. Let's say that if there's a house and the house, the corner is broken, then you say, oh, the house is broken, right? House is broken. And then what will you do? You demolish the whole house, or you just fix that small corner? Fix that a small corner may cost you like maybe, let's say, X amount of the rupees or X amount of dollars. But if you demolish it like 1,000 times, right? So if you said, no, it's broken, so we will fix it, and you demolish the whole house and then construct new, it is what? What's the problem? Huh? You are overdoing it, or you're doing less than what's required? overdoing it. Overdoing it in this context, what is the technical term? Maximalist redundancy. You getting it? And then say, hold one side, say that this is the front part. Everywhere is dirty, and then you give a work to a laborer to paint it, and just paint it the one side, one quarter painted and left. And you do know whether, yes, I did the work, I painted the front one, yes, I did the front. Is it the front one or not? One quarter of that. But did he do a good job? What's the problem? Minimalist inadequacy. Why? Because what he did is much less than what is required to be done. You're getting it? Likewise, when we say that, they say the one quarter is painted, but three quarters are still left. So which means the front part, is it clean now? It's still not clean. Why you ask the person to the paint is to make the front part clean. You get it? It's still not clean. Likewise, say, why do we identify object negation? To understand emptiness. You're getting it? Say, emptiness means you have to negate objective existence. Say they say there's okay, this flower now is this flower, is it dying now? Yes, it's dying now, right? Is it impermanent? Huh? It's no. What's crazy? What happened? Is it permanent or impermanent? What did I say? No, I say, is it impermanent? Yes. Yes or no? Yes, it is impermanent. You know that. So when you say impermanent, what do you do? Reject. The flower being permanent is rejected. You getting it? So you rejected the permanent, the flower being permanent is rejected. But look at the flower. How does that appear to? Objectively or subjectively? Solidly as objectively. You're getting it? It does not affect the objective part of the flower. It still appears objectively real, although you know that it is impermanent. You're getting it? You rejected permanent phenomena, the permanence of the flower, but the objectivity is still not rejected. It appears so solidly as objective. You're getting it? So that you reject something, still the objectivity is not rejected, means what you rejected falls under the category of the minimalist inadequacy. You clean up the one quarter, still the front part is not clean, which means that you did not do it adequately, inadequate. So likewise, you rejected permanence of the flower, but the objective of the flower is still not rejected. How do you know that? Look at this flower. You know that it's impermanent. Still, you look at it, it appears so objectively real there. You getting it? So therefore, the flower being permanent is not the object negation. When you say the objective existence of flower, does not mean the flower being permanent. You're getting it? Flower being permanent is very gross in comparison with the objective existence of the flower. You getting it? You got it? Not got it? Got it? Good. Okay. Now say, how do you know that the flower exists objectively or not objectively? Say, you say that flower exists subjectively, and I say that flower exists objectively. So we disagree. So how do we evaluate who is correct? Anyone? Yes, Mark. That was Carl. How to evaluate if the flower exists subjectively the way you said, or that it exists objectively the way I said. How to evaluate that? You subject the flower to ultimate analysis. How many agree with Carl with hands? Good. So how shall we subject this to ultimate analysis? Raise your hands. Yes. Go closer. How many agree with your name? Ina. How many agree with Ina? Subject flower ultimate analysis means go closer to the object. No? Yoni? Huh? Yesterday we discussed. You did you discuss in the group discussion? No answer? Okay. So let us say that objectively, say the example that I gave you yesterday, if you see me in water from distance, 1 kilometer away from me, if you see me in water and you say that, oh, he's in water, and somebody says that it can be mirage, will you evaluate that? Why? So likewise, the flower, you see the subject real. Our eyes can be mistaken. This is what I'm saying. First, do you agree with me? Eyes can be mistaken. Yes. Yes, no. Don't waste my time. Yes, no. Good. Did you have your breakfast? You did not have your breakfast. Are you sure? You never ate breakfast in your life. Huh? Okay, so what I'm saying is that in reality, there is something where you have to say yes, no, very precise. You're getting it? You're getting it? Say, if if I say that I have the, say, key in my pocket, how do you evaluate that? Huh? Exactly, very good. If I say the flower exists objectively, not subjectively, how do you evaluate it? If you don't know, then you have to wait. So that you, if you are trying to deliberately not think of this, then there's no point. You're getting it? No, the point is that why? So say, if I say that, if I say object, what is mean the objective? What's the difference objective subjective? In your mind, you, and objective means as opposed to the subjective from the object, right? So from the object, mirage is subjective or objective? Subjective. You're getting it? So therefore, to see mirage, it is mirage, which is subjective, or the water is objective in the loose sense. Which of the two is correct? You go closer. Yes? Okay. So by going closer, we see that there's no water there. What you earlier saw, you conclude that it was deceptive. It's coming from your mind. Okay. So let's keep it there. And if you still have a question, come to me directly. You're getting it. Otherwise, the we cannot. We don't have time. So you come get directly to me. Okay. So the point is that if you really want to study this more systematically, you have to say the 1 week is too short. You're getting it? If you really have questions, if you really have questions, if you really want to go meticulously step by step, then you have to study systematically. 1 week is too short. So better we go a little fast. Otherwise, we don't have time. Otherwise, I'm supposed to be doing Bodhicitta here. I'm doing emptiness because we don't have time. So tomorrow we have to do something. You're getting it? Okay. So with this in mind, so what we said is that how do we evaluate if the object exists, if the flower exists objectively or subjectively? We subject the flower to ultimate analysis. You're getting it? Okay. So with this, subject the how do we subject the flower to ultimate analysis is by going closer to its object. You're getting it? By going closer to its object. By going closer to the object, they say your job is to look for the flower, objectively existent flower. And to what we can discover is that there are so many layers to see, where what we are seeing is what we are seeing may not necessarily tell with the reality. You're getting it? So, say by going closer towards the flower, so what we said yesterday was we can look at the flower through many ways. One is through your naked eyes, one through your Microscope, electron microscope. And some people ask me the question that what about if you are to see emptiness of the flower through electron microscope, then what about at the time of Arya Nagarjuna? There's no electron microscope. You get again, these questions are there. You're getting it? It's not necessary. Why electron microscope brought up here is to make things easy. To Arya Nagarjuna's time, they don't teach emptiness 1 week. You're getting it? So we have to make it very quick. So therefore, I brought the electron microscope for us to understand it more quickly. Okay. So the point is that when we bring this to the ultimate analysis, we see that in a loose sense, we have the naked eyes to look at the flower, we have the electron microscope to look at the flower. Of the two, whose perception is closer towards the object is the electron microscope's perception. So with the electron microscope, we end up seeing the first, the cells, then the nucleus, then the chromosomes, and so forth. Then we go on the atomic level. On the atomic level. Okay, on the atomic level, say what do you see? What do you see of the flower? The flower disappears. So now let's say that if somebody tells me that you have taken my car key, that somebody's blaming, accusing me that you have taken my car key. It is in your hand right now. How many hands I have? 2 hands, right hand and left hand. You're getting it? Right and left hand. So I open my right hand. It's empty. Then it may be in the left hand. I open the left hand. So these are the only 2 possibilities for the car key to exist in my hand. Both are ruled out. So then what do you conclude? You conclude that the accusation that the car key is in my hand is false, which means that it's not in my hand. Okay, likewise, if the flower were to exist objectively, there are only 2 possibilities for the flower to exist objectively. That is, first we have to approach this, that we have to subject flower to ultimate analysis by going closer to this object. Going closer to object, we end up seeing let's say you can stop at any place. Say you can stop on the level of the chromosomes. Or say even before that, on the level of the cells, on a cellular level, we don't see the flower. Flower is not there. Then you can stop at the level of the chromosomes. You can stop the level of the DNA molecules. You can stop the level of the atoms. You can stop at any level you like. So let's say that the atoms would be interesting. Okay, by the way, my question to you is that how many you identify as younger than 35 years old? Younger than 35 years old, raise hand. Okay, right. How many you identify yourself younger than 40 years old? Right now, those between 35 and 40, you are happy? You fall in category of the younger ones? Okay, now tell me that what you are as young, old, whatever, is all about is how you perceive yourself. No, it's really I'm young, I'm old, whatever you may call it. And same, if you go closer, we see that our age is on the basis of our body. Yes, you agree? Our age is on the basis of the body. How many agree with me? Raise hands. Good. And the body is made of atoms. Yes. Yes. Our body is made of atoms. And are the atoms, all the atoms in this universe, they are minimum 15 years old. Yes. 15 billion years old. All the atoms are 15 billion years old. Yes. Why not? Huh? There's no creation of the atoms. Atoms, matters, let's talk about matters. Matters can arise from the energy, matters can convert back to energy, energy can convert to matter. There's no creation. There's no creation matter. You're getting it? Okay, so with this, what I'm saying is that all our atoms which constitute a body, these are minimum 15 billion years old. Minimum 15 billion years old. And all the atoms are same age. Right? My atoms and Pradiksh, he thinks that he's younger than me. Right? He thinks that he's younger than me. But his atoms and my atoms, they're same age. My atoms are not older. Right? My atoms are not older. And his atoms are no younger. Right? Atoms on the atomic level was just same age. But you cannot deny the fact that I'm older than him. You cannot deny this fact. You agree with me or not? But on the atomic level, we see that all the atoms are same age. So what is that thing that you see in me which is older than him? What is that thing that you see in him that he's younger than me? It's just a physical body. Physical body is just made of atoms, that's it. And all the atoms are same age. So where is young and old? Tell me. And where is male and female? Tell me. On the atomic level, there's no gender. We are nothing but made of atoms. That's it. There's no gender there. And if this reflection brings a little bit of mental disturbance in your mind, mental disturbance, meaning that unease, something like you cannot really, yes, that's true. On the atomic level, there's no difference. Well, first of all, you should be very sure on the atomic level, all the atoms are same age. How many agree with me, Ruzans? If you don't agree, this is a separate subject you have to study. You have to study the Big Bang Theory, right? No creation of atoms, no creation of the part of matter, and at the most, matter and the matter. Okay, Pinzole, why don't you come somewhere here? Huh? Why don't you come somewhere here if the wind fan affects you? Huh? Are you sure? Okay, good. Otherwise, there's space there in between the Tenzin Zumla and Abhishek. Tenzin Zumla raise hand. That's worse. I think, yeah, there is direct under the fan. It's not direct? Okay, just move there. Okay, but it's your choice. The option is there. Okay. Okay, so what I was saying, no age difference, right? But there's undeniable. If the uneasiness feeling comes to you, feeling uneasiness there. If it comes to you, yes. Where's the age difference? Where is it? Your age is the person's object. When Guru's object is just atoms. Atoms is no age difference, right? Say if you say no, I disagree with this, then you have to study that topic separately. It's not for this class. You have to study that separately. That there's no creation of atoms. There's no creation of the matter and energy. At the most, they are interconvertible. That's it. You're getting it. There's no creation of no new energy, no matter. We have to study separately. And if you agree with this, then you are ready for this topic. There is that. What is old? What is young? What is male? What is female? It's so weird. And sometimes when I was coming from Tibet house to my house in the evenings in the car, and then passing by the market, and then I can see the people there, the males, females. Where is the male? Where is the female? It's all so weird. It's just a bunch of atoms. And atoms, on the atomic, there's no male, there's no female, nothing's there, right? So therefore, it gives you a little bit of mental, say the uneasiness in ways that I can't really say the feel settled in terms of the what is and what is not. Mentally, you cannot find it. Yet you cannot deny the existence of the males and non-males, female, non-female, young and old. You cannot deny this. But where is it? I cannot see that. I cannot find it. If that brings a little bit of uneasiness in you, is extremely precious. Extremely precious. This is a hope for your getting into emptiness to see the ultimate reality. Then to gradually see that is all the perception. Beyond perception, there's nothing there as object real. Then there's waking up to see the dream as dream. So difference between the dream and non-dream is something. They say when you wake up, with respect to the waking up state, you see that dream as dream. In the dream, you see dream as real. When you see the dream is real, you are trapped in dream. When you see the dream is dream, you come out of the dream. You are freed from the dream. So this is how it helps. So now with this, we subject the flower to ultimate analysis. You're getting it to see why are we subjecting flower to ultimate analysis? Anyone? Yes. Whether or not the flower exists subjectively or objectively. This is the reason why we are doing that. By doing so, what is meant by the subject and flower ultimate analysis? Going closer to the object. Going closer to the object, we see that as of now, what I said is that, to make it very quick, say the naked eyes and then the electron microscope. You use the electron microscope to go closer. With the electron microscope, we go closer, then we end up seeing the cells, chromosomes, DNA molecules, atoms. Stay there on the atomic level. On the atomic level, where's the flower? The flower is no way to be seen. You're getting it? Now, what I said is that if the flower does exist objectively, if the key is in my hand, there are only two ways. There are only two possibilities, either in my right hand or the left hand. Likewise, if the flower does exist objectively, there are only two possibilities. One is that what you see is just atoms. The atoms should be the flower. Or the another possibility is different from the atom should be the flower. So how do you see if the flower exists different from the atoms? Anyone? How do you check if the flower exists as different from the atoms? How do you check it? Yes, Drishti? Remove the atoms. If it is different from the, for example, let's say this rosary, let's say, okay, let's say this flower, does it exist different from the cloth? Does it exist different from, how do you know that? Remove the cloth, and if the flower still remains, which means that this flower is different from the cloth. You're getting it? So likewise, if the flower does exist as different from the atoms, remove the atoms. But remove the atoms, what happens to the flower? Flower disappears. There's no flower. And then so these are the only two possibilities. Do you agree with me or not? If the flower does exist objectively, first go closer to the object. You see the atoms. One possibility is either the atoms that you are seeing should be the flower, or different from the atoms should be the flower. These are the only two possibilities if the flower does exist objectively. How many agree with me? Or it makes some sense to you, not necessarily 100%. It makes some sense to you, raise hands. Good. This is not that easy. Although intellectually, we get yes, these are only two options. And you study more, practice more, study more, practice more. Gradually, things will become clearer. You getting it? Okay. So, but there are only two possibilities. So, what is the second, the essential? Pradeksh, what's the second essential? No? Raise hands. Manjari ji. Manjari ji. One of his parts or one with his parts? Good. Okay. Essential for understanding the Emptiness of the what? Essential understanding the. Okay, anybody? Yes, tell me. Okay, so there are so there's one key word is intrinsic. Emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with its parts. Intrinsically, this word is there. Intrinsically, objectively, they all mean the same. You're getting it? Intrinsically, objectively, all mean the same. So, in other words, it is the essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being objectively one with its parts. You getting it? Or intrinsic one with the part is just the same. So for you to get up, because you are used to the word objective, objective, subjective, objective, subjective. So it's easier for you. So with this in mind, so when you say objectively, connotes what? So this word, emptiness of the objects being objectively one or intrinsically one with its parts. Objectively, yes, from its own side, which means in the eyes of the ultimate analysis. You're getting it? In the eyes of the ultimate analysis and the eyes from the distance. From what is seen from distance is not the not objective. What is seen from the close by, that is objective. You're getting it? So objectively one meaning, in the eyes of the ultimate analysis, do you see these atoms as a flower? You don't see the atoms of flower. So atoms are not the flower in the eyes of the ultimate analysis. So in the eyes of the ultimate analysis, this word, in the eyes of the ultimate analysis, this is the meaning of objective. In the eyes of the ultimate analysis is the meaning of objective or intrinsic. So not intrinsically one, meaning in the eyes of the ultimate analysis, these atoms are not the flower. Not one meaning, these atoms are not the flower. Okay, now let us do one thing. Let us sit properly, sit upright, and I will just give the instructions, and once in a while I may even ask questions, right? Okay, just think of this flower. Think of this flower. And just see how the flower appears to you, as objective real or as subjective real. What's the answer? As objective real. Now, how do we evaluate if this flower actually exists objectively or this deceptive? We subject the flower to ultimate analysis. So now we subject the flower to ultimate analysis by going closer to the object. If you want to use the electromagnetic, yes. If not, mental also you can go. You can go and you first see the cells. Go deeper, zoom in. You see the nucleus. Then you see the chromosomes. Then you see the DNA molecules. Then you see the atoms, which is just there. Now you have come too close to the object. Okay, what are you seeing? I'm just seeing the atoms. So what is this mind which sees the atoms? Or in a loose sense, in more strict sense, we will study later. Many questions are there, but for the time being, for the purpose of the understanding the four essentials, what do you see now? I'm just seeing the six elements, and you are not looking for this. You are not looking for the atoms. You are looking for the. What are you seeing? I'm seeing the atoms. You are not looking for the atoms. You are looking for the flower to see to the. You're looking for the objective flower, because the flower appeared as objective real, and you use this ultimate analysis to see if the flower does exist objectively. And but what you see now is just atoms. Where's the flower? Which of the atom is the flower? None. if you are happy with this, that none of the atom is the flower, which means the flower and the atoms are not one. The flowers, atoms are not the flower. Atoms and flower, these two are not one. These are not one in the eyes of ultimate analysis, which means these two are not intrinsically one. This is not objectively one, meaning these two are not one in the eyes of ultimate analysis. If you're happy with this, you get, to some extent, you get the second essential of understanding the emptiness, which means not. The flower is not the atoms, or the atoms and the flower, these two are not one, not intrinsically one. You understood the essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with its parts. Here, the atoms. Good. Next, you saw the flower as so object real, and if the atoms are not identified as intrinsically one as the flower, then see if the flower still exists object real as different from the atoms. Remove the atoms, remove the parts. What is left? Nothing is left there, which means that flower is not different from the atoms. Now, the flower is not intrinsically different from the atoms, which means that the flower is not different in the eyes of the ultimate intrinsic meaning, in the eyes of ultimate analysis. In the ultimate analysis, flower is not identified as different from the atoms. If you're very sure of this, remove the atoms, nothing is left as a flower. If you're very sure of this, you've understood the third essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically different from its parts. Very good. Now, from the object, what is there as the flower? In other words, where's the objective flower? So if the flower is there, the ultimate analysis should be able to see that, but nowhere it is seen. If it does exist objectively, it must be seen by the ultimate analysis. But since that is not seen by ultimate analysis, we conclude that it is not really there from the objective reality. Okay, so where is this flower now in the eyes of ultimate? In the eyes of ultimate analysis means objectively. Where's the objective flower now? Nowhere to be seen. Stay in this experience for a while. Okay, good. Now come out. There are a few things to fine-tune our understanding of the emptiness. So what we studied is that, okay, how many of you roughly got like 20-30% of what we talk about, the same object of identification, the emptiness of flower, the first object of negation. How many of you got at minimum like 20-30%? Resents? The object negation of the emptiness of flower is what? Objective existence of flower. What is meant by that? The flower exists from the object, independent of a mind, independent of the subject. How many of you get something? Be it intellectually is fine. Resents? Good. Then, if it does exist objectively, then how to evaluate this? Subject the flower to ultimate analysis. How many agree with me? Resents? Good. It can be very intellectual. It doesn't matter. For the time being, don't expect to realize emptiness. You're getting it? People spend 20, 30 years, that too, extensive studies. And if you expect to understand emptiness within just few days, right? Not even 1 week. We have only 5 days, right? 1 day tomorrow, Rajgir, and then like half a day, Bodhgaya, right? And the half a day to know each other. How are you away from Sabbath, right? So we have only 5 days. In 5 days, what will come? Nothing. But at least intellectually, if you get something, that's going to be the seed. Seeds of the apples are not apples. You're getting it? Seeds of the apple are not apples. But these seeds are so precious. You plant it, then later apples will grow. You're getting it? Okay. Even after getting good exposure to the study of this, your meditation, still the haziness will come. Haziness will come. Keep studying. keep reflecting. So therefore, study is so important. Study is so important, and if we miss that studies, we are missing a lot. Say, for example, for me, I studied all so intensely for all these many years. Not only study, I'm extremely fortunate that my teacher, Venerable Geshe, that he would say that knowing that I cook my food, I cook my own food with my studies, responsibilities in the library work and so forth. Then seeing that, and I have to do my own shopping, for the groceries, all these things. My teacher is so kind because he's extremely famous, popular teacher, extremely brilliant teacher, sought after teacher. So many students, whenever there's some special food, will inform him that, sir, please accept the food. So he would, with extra food, he would ask his attendant, who is his nephew, to call me, and his nephew will come to call me for the food, which means he'll call me 1 hour before, 2 hours before. For 2 hours, what should I be doing? I should ask questions on the philosophy. It's a big opportunity for me. And then I give him one time I so naive, I went there, I had nothing to ask. And my teacher was sitting on his bed just like this. And I was sitting there, nothing to ask. It was so suffocating for 2 hours. Finally, and the food was not coming. Finally, the food came. I felt so relieved. Now now I can relieve myself of the suffocation. I can go out of the food. So then next time, what happened is I noted down. I deliberately noted down some of the questions that came to me. Note them down, and whenever my teacher asked me, first flip through the questions. If I have 1 or 2 questions, that's good enough. Then the rest my teacher will do. I go there, and then he would not even ask, what question do you have? No, he'll just call me like 1 or 2 hours before the food. I go there, and then I ask, sir, can I ask one question? And he will say yes. Then I ask a question. Then he will give the answer. Not only give the answer, he would ask his own questions to the answers that he came up with, and more answers, more questions. Wow, this is a great opportunity. So this is how I spent my 10, 12 years in Tibet Monastery and many years in IBD. And then after that, teaching, reading books, so forth. Still is my personal experience that when I teach, and particularly teaching like this also helps me greatly, because that my mind with these concepts, they're being activated even more strongly. And then particularly reading, preparing for the more intensive courses like Pramana Vartika course, Madhyama Avatara, the textual studies with the participants. It's extremely, we can see that I'm growing. Day by day, I'm growing. I can see that. So therefore, we are not to neglect our studies. Don't just think that sitting like this will help you. It not help. You're getting it? So we need both. Sitting like this is required, plus active studies required to keep the mind to go deeper and deeper. So this will help us. So if you already have enough material, then say like this, you do the analytical meditation, then it can help us to find things which are very nuanced. But the thing is that continuous studies are required, because these books, they are written by the very enlightened beings, by Lama Tsongkhapa and so forth. So therefore, we are yet to reach their level. So what they, in the book, you can find many treasures. It's a great loss if you don't, if you just stop studying. Okay. So with this, what I'm saying is that we say that identify the object of negation well. Then the next is subject them to the ultimate analysis. Subject ultimate analysis, we see that there are 2 possibilities. Either the atoms, the parts of the flower should be the flower, or different from the parts should be the flower. The 2 possibilities. There are only 2 possibilities, and there are 2 is same, intrinsically one, intrinsically different. And And if these two possibilities are ruled out, which means that objective existence is rejected. That is the essential number 4. That is essential understanding the pervasion, that anything which is empty of being intrinsically one with and intrinsically different from its parts entails the emptiness of the objective existence of the object. Then the conclusion that what is objectively there? What is objectively there? You're getting it? Okay, conclusion, what is objectively there? This is our analysis. What are we looking for? To see what is objectively existence as a flower. You're looking for the objectivity, looking for the objectivity. What do you find? You're looking for, don't forget it, what are you looking for? Objectivity of the object. Objectivity of the flower. You're looking for the objectivity of the flower. Yes, no? Okay. What do you find? You're looking for that. What do you find? That the flower doesn't exist objectively. That is what you find. So that flower is empty of objective existence. So what you have found should be the what you're looking for. So split that into two. Conclusion. What's the conclusion? Emptiness of objectivity of the object is one part. Is the objectivity of the object is part number 2. Right? Part number 2 is what you're looking for. Part number 1 is what you found. Do you understand what I'm saying? What did I say? In the conclusion, there are 2 parts. What are the 2 parts? Say it again. Okay, tell me what is the full form? What is the full form of the what? Listen. Hey, Andrea, don't be too excited. Don't be too excited. Don't be too excited. Okay, my question is, what's the full form of the conclusion? She never listens. I said it twice. She's so excited saying something. Tell me. No. What is the conclusion that we wrote? Hey, what happened? Yeah, the transition. Tell me. Did you hear? You did not write it. Andrea, you did not write it. Did you write it or not this morning? That's a problem. You're getting it? So therefore, what I'm saying is that with these studies, what we are doing is even a small piece is a gem. You're getting it? I'm trying to rush through. It's not like one piece I explained take like 3 hours. No. I mean, within a short span of time, I try to put them as you have to note them down. Particularly when I said note them down, how many times I repeated the conclusion? Minimum 3 or 4 times I repeated. You're getting it? If not for writing, there's no need for me to repeat it. What I was expecting is you have to write it down. You're getting it? But finally, you have to decide. Right, not right is up to the individual. But what I expect is these are so important. And if you say you may want to know how it is important, it's so important. Those people who get some idea of emptiness to hear this line will be fascinated. Wow, this is a treasure. You getting it? Once I was in Israel. Okay, there's somebody from Israel with hands? Yes. Okay, once I was in Israel 2019, I was in a conference. A conference was organized by a very renowned neuroscientist, extremely senior and very renowned neuroscientist, brilliant. And so to cut short the story, after making my presentation, I made this conclusion. Emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object. And then I stopped. Then after the conference, the people came to me to ask more clarifications. And the chief organizer, the very senior, he must be in the 70s, very senior neuroscientist, well-renowned neuroscientist, the chief organizer of the conference, he was asking somebody, what did he say? Emptiness of objectivity, something. What did he say? And that person told him, why don't you ask him directly? So he brought him to me, and I said, emptiness of object is the object is object of the object. Then he noted it down like a small child. He was so fascinated by this, and he noted it down, and he was memorizing it. Emptiness of objective is the object is the objective is the object. Emptiness of objective is the object is the object. He was so fascinated by this. You getting it? This neuroscientist, a brilliant neuroscientist, very senior and renowned neuroscientist. You getting it? So what I'm saying that these are the treasures, but finally it's up to the individual. Whether you take his treasure or not is up to the individual. So the point is that it has two parts. You're getting it? Because if we don't have much time, say I expect you to try to at least what I said, right? Say there are two things. What I said, you're able to mimic them, number one. Number two, not only mimic that you could feel it. There are two. Feeling will take time. I can't expect that. But the mimicking I can expect, right? What is emptiness? Don't say that everything is empty and nothing exists. Then there's no point. You're getting it? So at least you'll be able to say that, what is emptiness? I don't know what it means, but you said the emptiness object of existence. This much if you can mimic, that's good enough. You're getting it? Likewise, what is the conclusion? Conclusion is emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object. So there's a predicate, there is the pronoun, or there is the main subject and the predicate. Emptiness of objectivity of the object, that is the subject, is the objectivity of the object, that is a predicate. You're getting, there are two aspects there in this sentence. One is a predicate and what is the subject. You're getting it? So the predicate is what you are looking for. Why we subject the flower ultimate analysis? To see if the flower exists objectively. So you are looking for the objectivity of the object. You are looking for the objectivity of the object. This is what you're looking for. That is a predicate. Now the subject is, the subject is what you found. What you found is that the flower is empty of objective existence. This is what you found. So what you found should be what you should be, what are you looking for? You get it? So therefore, emptiness of object is what you found. That is what you are looking for. What are you looking for? Objectivity of the object is what you're looking for. You're getting it? Okay, this is not that easy. At least if this much you understand it. Okay, first tell me, what are you looking for? Why did you subject flower ultimate analysis? What are you looking for? Something. What are you looking for? You are looking for the objective. What is really objectively there? What is really objectively there? This is what you're looking for, right? So don't forget it. Or you're looking for the objectivity of the object. This is what you're looking for. What have you found? You found that the flower is empty of objective existence, right? Objectively, there's no flower there. So you found the emptiness of flower as objectively existent. So emptiness of objectivity of the flower is the objectivity of the flower. You're getting it? Okay, okay. How many you at least in words it makes sense. In words it makes sense. In meaning I'm lost. But in words, at least in words, it makes sense. Raise hands. Good. This is so precious. You're getting it? Later on, after several years, depending on how much time you dedicate, how much energy you invest in this, depending on that, then you will gradually unfold this understanding. When you get this the understanding, then you see that this is a possibility for one to be freed from samsara. You getting it? Okay. So, in other words, objectively, there's nothing really there. So, all what is coming is from the subject. Yet, it is not nihilism. You're getting it? Subjectively, everything exists. Okay. Now, there's one thing, a very important concept that we need to understand. It is fine-tuning of the emptiness concept. Is what is known as a negative phenomena and a positive phenomena. Okay, we'll finish this up and we'll stop here. Negative phenomena and positive phenomena. Negative, positive. Generally speaking, what do you mean by negative and positive phenomena? Anyone? Negative and positive? Anyone? Generally speaking, what do you understand by negative and positive? Quick, quick, quick. Yes. Very good. Negative has a connotation of absence. Positive is in the form of presence. Very good. Anyone else? There are many connotations in different disciplines. Even the ordinary life, we use the word negative, positive. In what sense? In what sense do you use negative, positive? Something wholesome is positive. Something unwholesome is negative. Anything else? Huh? Pleasant is positive. Unpleasant is negative. Oh, that's true. Okay. Do you agree that both guys, the weather is good and positive? Right? Accept. Very good. Thank you. Very okay. That's good. Anything else? Positive attitude and negative attitude. Wholesome, unwholesome? Good. Dr. La, positive, negative in medical sense? COVID positive. COVID positive, COVID negative, right? Positive is wholesome, but COVID positive is very unwholesome. You're getting it? So likewise, the okay, engineering's two lines, right? Two electrical lines. One is positive, one is negative. It has so many connotations, positive, negative. In this context, what we are talking about in the concept of emptiness, it does not have anything to do with the wholesome, unwholesome, so forth. It is neutral in that sense. So, what is positive, negative? So, say this is something that we have to study. Let's say first negative phenomena. Oh, what is my right hand? What is my left hand? Nothing. In my right hand, I have a flower, and my left hand, nothing. A flower is there in my left hand? No, absence of flower? Yes, absence of flower is there. Okay, so we see that that there is. How do you know the absence of flower? How do you know the absence of flower? Carl, by by explicitly negating the presence of flower, that you know the absence of flower. You getting it? So, what is negative phenomena? Absence of flower in my left hand is negative phenomena. What do you mean by negative phenomena? A phenomena which a mind cognizes. Again, I'm defining. You're getting it? If you want to write down, write down. If you don't want to write down, it's okay. A negative phenomena is a phenomena which a mind cognizes. A negative phenomenon is a phenomena which a mind cognizes by explicitly negating the object of negation. A negative phenomena is a phenomena which a mind cognizes through explicitly. This word explicitly must be added. Through explicitly negating the object of negation. Pratish, somebody do. Okay. Yes. Once more. Yes. Okay, I'll explain it. First, let me finish with the definitions, then we'll go into the meanings. Okay, a negative phenomenon is a phenomena which a mind cognizes through explicitly negating the object of negation. A positive phenomena, now it's easy. Let's say that how do you see the absence of flower in my hand? You say that through explicitly negating the object negation, which is in this case is the flower. Explicitly negating the flower in my hand, that you understand the absence of the flower. You getting it? Now, how do you know the flower? You don't have to negate anything. You don't have to explicitly negate anything. So, flowers are positive phenomena.
a phenomena which a mind cognizes through not explicitly negating the object of negation. Let me repeat it. A positive phenomenon is a phenomena which a mind cognizes through not explicitly negating the object of negation. Okay, now with this knowledge, let me tell you, house, positive, negative, positive phenomena. And okay, I am not permanent, positive, negative. Huh? I'm not permanent, positive, negative. I'm not positive, I'm not permanent phenomena, positive, negative. How many say negative, raise hands? How many say positive, negative, raise hands? Okay. And I'm impermanent, positive, negative? Positive. Okay. I don't exist I don't exist independently. Positive, negative? I'm empty of objective existence. Positive, negative? Huh? Positive, negative? I'm empty of objective existence. Positive, negative? Negative. So emptiness is always a negative phenomena. Emptiness is always the negative phenomena. It is never a positive phenomena. Positive, negative, of course, in this context. How a mind cognizes, not about wholesome, unwholesome, and so forth. Don't mix up the concepts. Emptiness is always a negative phenomena. It is never a positive phenomena. Okay. Now my next question. Atoms, positive, negative. Positive. So when you subject the flower to ultimate analysis, you see the atoms. You're getting it? You see the atoms. When you see the atoms, are you see emptiness or not? Huh? Are you seeing the emptiness of flower or not? You see emptiness of flower. So emptiness of flower is a positive and negative phenomena. Negative phenomena. Atoms are positive and negative phenomena. Positive phenomena. So therefore, atoms are not emptiness, because emptiness should necessarily be negative phenomena while the atoms are positive phenomena. You're getting it? If you make this distinction, if you know this concept, positive negative phenomena, so well, then there's no danger that you will misconceive the idea of emptiness. Many people think that they go in the atom, the flower disappears, and they go to the atom, they see the atom, and they think that they're meditating emptiness. They are not meditating on emptiness. You're getting it? For example, yourself, you see that I'm made of just 6 elements. And on the on the level of the elements, I don't see the self. The self disappears, and you see the 6 elements. 6 elements, positive, negative, positive phenomena, and then just stay in the 6 elements: element, earth, water, fire. Air. Just stay there. This you are seeing what? Positive phenomena, negative phenomena. You are seeing positive phenomena, and emptiness is positive, negative. Negative. If you are seeing a positive phenomena, you are not meditating on emptiness. You getting it? So therefore, many people failing to understand what's the positive negative phenomena, they are misled into meditating on something else, thinking that they're meditating on emptiness, but they're not meditating on emptiness. It's a waste of their time. You getting it? You stay in this experience, for example, like even the awareness. You just look at the awareness, you see, you experience your mind very clearly, and you just stay in this. You are not meditating on emptiness. You getting it? You are not meditating on emptiness. So if you want to meditate on emptiness, then you have to subject this awareness which you are seeing clearly into ultimate analysis, then see that it is objectively empty. Just stay in this the aspect of the negative phenomena. Only then you can think of they look at the emptiness. So when you see the mind, positive, negative, mind, it's a positive phenomena. You're getting it? So therefore you see awareness of mind is not emptiness. You're not meditating emptiness. So many people confuse that they're meditating emptiness. This is not emptiness. You're getting it? It's a positive phenomena. Okay, next. So emptiness is what? Positive, negative. Is always negative phenomena. You're getting it? Next. Within the negative, there are two. Affirming negative, non-affirming negative. Affirming negative. Affirming negative, in Tibetan, Mayingak. Non-affirming negative, Megak in Tibetan. Megak and Mahingak. Mahingak is affirming negative, Megak is non-affirming negative. What is the difference? Non-affirming. AFFIRMING. Affirming negative and non-affirming negative. Affirming negative, AFFIRMING. Affirming negative and non-affirming negative. Okay, what's the difference? The same. Okay, we'll take another 5 minutes. I'm sorry, keeping you long. 5 minutes more. How many you want to, if you get a chance to be attendant of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, who likes to apply to this job? Good. So now I will see if you're going to be a good attendant. Right? You pass the exam or not? You not exam. You pass the interview. So I interview you. You're getting it? Give the answer to me. I'll see how good a candidate are you for this position. What position? Attendant of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. You're getting it? Okay, what an honor. Okay, but give me the answer only when I say raise hand, then you raise hand, I give you the chance. Don't just say anything. You getting it? Okay. Say, when you go to serve His Holiness the Dalai Lama, for the breakfast, His Holiness, if His Holiness tells you that I don't drink coffee, that His Holiness, if His Holiness tells you that I don't drink coffee, what will you serve? Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise your hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Hey, there are only few candidates, right? Raise hands. Raise hands. I'm looking at the hands. I'm looking at the hands. Oh, what happens? Okay, there. The gentleman over there. Your name? Stash. Okay, what will you serve? Okay, Stash will serve tea. Okay, anyone else? Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Victoria. Oh, it's so kind. Juice. Perhaps fresh juice. Fresh juice. Okay. Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Okay. Raise hands. Okay. What? Over there. Sneha. Okay. The Susanna. Tea. Not tea. If it doesn't tell me you anything, then you will not serve anything. Yes. So what will you serve? No. Don't ask anybody. You are on the interview now. Okay. If he does not tell you anything, then you will not serve anything. You will not serve. Okay. Okay. Over there. Okay. Selection hot chocolate. For example, hot chocolate. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Karen. Oh. That's so kind. Butter tea, right? No, this you don't offer His Holiness. Better His Holiness discourages the Tibetan monks, nuns from taking butter tea. Right? If you want to encourage, if you want to offer to the, what is that? Jerisha. Jerisha, raise hand. Where's Jerisha? Hey, Karen, look at Jerisha. Where's Jerisha? Where's Jerisha? Where is Jerisha? Yes. If you want to offer butter tea, serve her, offer her. Jerisha, why? Jerisha is her favorite tea. You getting it? Jerisha's favorite tea is butter tea. Right? Offer Jerisha. Anyone else? Okay. Okay, now let's go back to the engineer. The engineers, they are very smart. They take all the jobs. Engineers, they take all the jobs. Engineers, they write neuroscience. Engineers, they become the attendant of His Holiness, right? Yes, this is the point. You have to ask His Holiness, right? Because His Holiness, what he said is that I don't drink coffee. That's it. And why to serve juice, right? If it's who told you that I drink juice? Hey Victoria, who told you that I drink juice? And who said tea? Who said it? Here, Stash. Who told you that I drink tea? You're getting it? And then the hot chocolate. Who told you that? Selection. Who told you that I drink a selection of the remaining other than who told you that? Who told you that I take butter tea? You're getting it? Okay. So the best thing is as what our engineer and Sneha, right? Sneha and our engineer said, what did they say? You will ask because the information that you got is only one part, only a very simple information, only one piece of information. What is that information? That His Holiness does not drink coffee. That's it. And His Holiness did not give you any extra information about butter tea, about hot chocolate, about the selection of teas, and so forth. Nothing, no information was given. You getting it? So, what should you be doing is that all the others, you're disqualified, right? Only Sneha and the engineer, they are qualified. Okay, so you ask because information that you got was just non-affirming negative. Negative meaning that I don't drink coffee. Drinking coffee is negated. At the same time, nothing else is affirmed. No extra information is affirmed. Non-affirming negative. You getting it? Non-affirming negative. It's a negative where no other positive phenomena is affirmed. Negative phenomena where no positive phenomena is affirmed. That is a non-affirming negative. Okay, now I'll check with you. Say I am an ordinary person. I never eat in the night time. So if you are to give me a food, when will you give me food? I never eat in the night time. I'm a very ordinary person, and I'm already in my 50s, right? If you are to give me food, when will you give me food? Huh? Raise your hands. Raise hands. Okay, Minodiji. Okay, day, early evening, or yeah, day or the early evening. Yes. So here it's implied that the say that I'm very ordinary person, which means that I don't have supernatural power, not to not having to eat food. I have to depend on food. And I said I'm already in my 50s, which means that I've been eating food. Without this, how can I survive? And I never eat in the night time, which means that all this put together, you get the information that I eat in the daytime or in the late evening, right? Okay, so this is known as affirming negative. Affirming negative. Of the two, emptiness is always non-affirming negative. You're getting it? Emptiness is between negative and positive is always a negative phenomena. Within negative is always non-affirming negative. It is empty is always non-affirming negative. If affirming negative comes to your mind, it's not emptiness. You are not meditating on emptiness. If a positive phenomena comes to your mind, you are not meditating on emptiness. Emptiness should always be negative phenomena. Within negative, it should be non-affirming negative. You're getting it? Okay, good. We'll stop here. Eto om gati gati paragati
Parasamgate bodhi swatyata Om gati gati Paragati Parasamgate bodhi swatyata Om gati gati Paragati Parasamgate bodhi swaha. Three prestations together.